As we are diving into our next series here, we've had nothing but TvZs for a while. I also wanted to say that even though we've seen some Terrans fall, mate, just before this, did you see Yanji versus Eggs? The result, mate? Mate.
Of course I did, mate. That was crazy.
It's crazy. These young kids.
Yes. Speaking of crazy, here we have this crazy Peruvian player who went to live to Italy. I don't know why. This is from the CranKy Ducklings, Ryu.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Pride of Altares LE, we have a Sentimiento Latino champion right here, a 2022 champion, I should say, because we haven't had too many Sentimientos Latino this year, not yet. Representing Eximius Gaming, it is Kaozfate.
So, like, I'm looking at the stream at the moment. You know how it is like 2 minutes behind. Mate, why I do not appear on camera?
You will appear on camera. You will appear. Oh god, when you joined, I wasn't prepared. I had to quickly add your name to the overlays and have your camera appear and stuff. You'll be there. You'll be there.
Shaking my head. But yeah, mate, speaking of being here, mate, did you saw today's bracket? Like, I feel like a sense of deja vu today, mate, because of all the Chileans that joined. You know, mate, Soldier, Poison, Nishi, mate, it's like 2014 again.
I was shocked as well. I was like, where are these guys coming from? I
think the answer is Infernales, mate.
Yeah. I don't know if the owner of Infernales is Chilean or something like that. Maybe, but it's great to see them again investing even further into the scene, finding all these players and giving them some motivation to come back and play.
Bringing them out of retirement, man, because it's been a while. I don't think you were around in 2014, did you?
Not casting. And I wasn't following the Latin American scene too closely either. True.
In 2014 happens one of my favorite tournaments of all time, which is the first Circuito Chileno de StarCraft. And that tournament, mate, was incredibly fun to watch. It was incredibly fun to follow, and I miss those days, mate. And seeing these names, some of those players who played in that tournament was like remembering the old times.
Yeah, it's great to have people coming back. We could always use more people coming back. I'm looking at you, Dastan. Dastan, Darkness. I'm still looking at those two. There's a part of me that hopes that maybe one day we can get them back. Maybe one day.
Mate, I don't know what happened to Dastan. I was looking his Twitter the other day. He has not tweeted since last year, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, did Chile swallow you or something?
I did see that he posted an Instagram story, I think last week, and he was wearing scrubs, you know, like doctor scrubs and all that stuff. Like he was like at work or something. I was like, I understand.
Oh, no, he is now a full-time employee.
Yeah,
we lost him.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Hopefully we can get him back one day. But we'll see if that is going to be anytime soon, because Kaozfate is getting set up. He is getting ready. He's doing what he does best, and that is his aggression, as he's delaying his third CC and he's going straight into an armory, mate.
I mean, you say doing his best, his normal aggression, mate, but did Sterling saw it?
No, he missed it. Oh boy. So this has not been scouted, and I agree. Like usually Kaozfate, like he kind of over time overwhelms the Zerg player with his macro, right? But this is a much more dedicated push, a push that Ryu hasn't seen, and finally he spots it now that we have Hellrats.
Yeah, here we go, the famous Hellrat push from Kaozfate, and oh my god, all the very nice connection from the veins, but there were only 3 buildings, so there's still a lot of Hellbats left.
Oh, exactly. There's still 3 Hellbats remaining. They want that queen. They will hunt down that queen towards the south, but there is not enough to keep on going. Those Baneling connections were good enough, and Ryu survives.
Yes, Ryu survives. Wave number 1. Now, this is the big thing. Wave number 1. We're still waiting for Kaozfate to go for the 1-2 punch, and there we go. We're going to have a Banshee coming from one side and probably this dub coming from the other.
Exactly. He's transitioning not just into a Banshee, but there is a third CC behind this, so Kaozfate isn't all in or anything crazy like that. But he is behind economically now because he did delay his economy for all of this aggression. But we'll see if it pays off, because here we go. Hellions do get into the main.
Yes, Hellions get into the main. There's the queen's all here already. Oh, nice. So close. One more shot. Another shot. Seven workers killed. That was okay damage. I mean, for the amount of resources that Kaozfate invested, it could have been better. But it worked in the end. And meanwhile, this Banshee managed to survive. He almost lost it. Kaozfate needs to be careful. Oh no.
A little bit of miscontrol there with the Banshee, but you're correct in saying that those Hellions, they did pay for themselves. Like, the 7 drone kills wasn't bad at all. He needed to do something to keep the worker count even, and for the most part, he's been able to do so.
Yeah, so at the moment we have, 50 SCVs versus 57 drones. So yeah, it's pretty even. Kaozfate now with his steel base about to land, so his macro is going to start to ramp up. And we would know how good Kaozfate is when the macro starts to ramp up.
Oh yeah, exactly. He can get out of this world, mate. But because now that Ryu for the most part has been able to defend the initial wave, now I'm sure he's feeling a lot more comfortable. The stress of the early game has come, it's gone, and now he can get into his upgrades, his Ling Bane as well. Baneling speed is on the way. Like, we could be getting into a longer one here.
Yeah, maybe, but let's see. Kaozfate, meanwhile, I think he wants to try to end this early, do as much damage as possible. He's going, again, this is something that Kaozfate does very often that I do not agree with, which is pushing with only 1 tank mate. Like, yeah. Come on, you gotta have at least 3.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's a little bit surprising because he's pushing out earlier, right? So it's like, surprise, I only have 1 tank. And then it's like, oh no, I only have 1 tank. Like,
yeah, look. The Zerglings are about to overwhelm those Marines, and there's not much that Kaozfate is going to be able to do because he only has 1 tank. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least he's able to clear creep. Like, he's honestly clearing a decent amount of it. He cleared up all of it here towards the south. He gets another patch towards the north. I hope he doesn't commit to a fight though. Oh god.
There we go. Ryu's the one that's trying to commit. And the tank immediately targeted. And there we go. There's not area damage for Kaozfate anymore. He is forced to back off.
Oh, exactly. And this is what you were talking about, right? Like, because he only has 1 tank, he can never take an actual engagement. And Ryu knew that, so that's why he forced himself onto Kaozfate there. And killing 1 tank this early on, like we talked about it before, like it is impactful.
Yes, it is definitely. Kaozfate, please build more factories. Come on, I know you can listen to me. Build at least 1 more.
It's like, look, if you don't want to babysit and take care of your tanks, just make more factories, okay? Like, one or the other. You can't do both.
That's a secret, mate. That's the secret. At least one thing that Kaozfate is doing correctly, mate. This push on the left side of the map, it goes completely unscouted. I don't think Ryu knows about it at all. And it's going to be a surprise for Ryu. And there we go. The tank managed to siege. And now Kaozfate is in a very good position. I mean, as I say that, Kaozfate goes out of position, leaves the tanks completely alone. What the hell?
He doesn't take care of the tanks, mate.
He had it.
Like, Kaozfate, he has such great body control, and that we see that even here. You know, he dives in, he kills 3 queens. He's gonna kill 4 queens and clear the creep. Like, this is significant damage. Like, he's beyond when it comes to his marine control. When it comes to his tanks, like, he's like. He shall be, man. Oh no! Goddamn Shelby. And just like that, now he's pushing out. He's got a lot of army, but only one tank behind this.
Only one tank. Marines are very good, mate, but they only get you so far, especially against the composition that Ryu has.
Oh, exactly. That one tank does siege up. It's going to go down immediately. Meanwhile, the Link Bait is going to connect with the buyer. How good are the splits?
The splits are very good, but again, Kaozfate lost his tank again. His Marine count has been reduced in half. The amount of Marine that he has is still strong, but I'm not sure if he is strong enough to take on all the Zerling Bailings that Ryu is currently building.
Exactly. Ryu always has some Bailings in the back line ready for another engagement, ready for the follow-up push. And what's scary, Hydra's on the way, Lurker Den is done. As soon as the lurkers finish up, these Marines cannot push into Lurkers.
There we go, another mark put by Kaozfate.
Oh god, so far he
Tanks are in a good position. Let's see how good they are. But man, Kaozfate is losing a lot of Marines with this push that Ryu is doing.
Yeah, exactly. That tank is one while away from going down. At the same time, there is a small Ling run by that will force the attention of Kaozfate back. And once again, the tank gets sniped.
Kaozfate literally has 0 tanks, man. 0 tanks. He's starting to build Widow Mines now, which I think is correct. I think it's a unit that you have to babysit less to be effective.
Yeah.
So probably be able to work. Probably. Let's see. Meanwhile, Kaozfate double drop coming into the main base, but Ryu sees it.
Yeah, he does see it. He's going to be responding, but at the same time, Kaozfate's main army is headed towards the southern side of the map. So Ryu, he has to split up his army. What's important though is that the lurkers are done, mate. They are coming out. They just need to bar it, puppy, bar it. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Oh, no Bailings here to defend for Kaozfate. Kaozfate is doing a lot of damage in the main base. Meanwhile, on the other side, the big push for Kaozfate is going into the bases of Ryu. But there's a lot of building. There's the most important thing, the lurkers. The lurkers are the things that are keeping Kaozfate at bay.
Yeah, exactly. They're the backbone here of Ryu's army, and Kaozfate cannot force himself in. This drop, though, did a surprising amount of damage. Ryu didn't take it seriously enough. Oh my god, the queens are even getting picked off. Both queens go down.
Yeah, those 2 medivacs did a lot of damage. Not only did they kill quite a few workers, they killed a few queens, and they traded with a lot of army.
Exactly. Like, this is how you meant to deal with lurkers. Like, lurkers are very powerful, but just like tanks, they're very stationary, right? You can abuse their lack of mobility, try to hit where they are not. That's exactly what Kaozfate was able to do, and that is what is keeping Kaozfate in this game.
And there we go. Kaozfate, he's maxed out. He's ready to go in. There's nothing here protecting these lurkers.
Oh my god, 2 lurkers get picked off immediately. The Liberators, they move a little bit too far forward, though. All of them are going to get picked off.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Liberators immediately die. Kaozfate needs to go around, mate. He needs to go around. I don't like how he keep pushing the same ramp. With all these lurkers here and trading very well against it. And finally, Kaozfate going into the side, but the lurkers arrive because they're just, in the base next to it.
Yeah, you have to respect the lurkers. You have to back off as soon as they show up. We have another tank that's about to rock up as well. I don't know how well that's going to do, but Kaozfate is actually fighting a little bit of ground. The tank dies immediately again. Oh, God.
Yeah. I mean, Kaozfate is trading well. Like, if this keeps going, Kaozfate is probably going to win, but the thing is, he could be a lot better.
Yeah, and once again, Ryu, he's got the Nidus. Like, what I will say is, just like what you're saying, Kaozfate, he's done a really good job at keeping Ryu at home. Like, look at the creep spread. It's basically non-existent. Like, there's only creep here on the right-hand side of the map. That is it. Like, Ryu has no map vision, so he never knows where the army is going to show up. Like, now it does push in towards the base, but the lurkers are kind of out of position.
Oh, the lurkers trying to go from behind. I'm not sure if this is the right thing, because even if the lurkers can be put here, mate, the rest of the army of Kaozfate is just gonna into the base of Ryu and destroy everything, and there we go.
Exactly. Oh my god, he snipes the infestation pit. He snipes, I believe, no, not the Nidus, not yet, but now he goes all the way into the natural.
Yeah, and the lurkers cannot follow. They're very slow. They can probably snipe the lurker then here if they wanted to.
They can get whatever they want. They get into the main base once again. More workers are falling. The main base could fall as well. There's not enough Roach Hydra here to deal with the bio. Oh my god, there's so many medevacs here as well. Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of mate. That's your personal medivac, mate, for each of these soldiers.
Oh my god, and it's too
Oh
much.
no, the bottleneck is in favor of Kaozfate here.
At the same time, the Nidus finally does go across the map. The Lurkers are going to find a lot of Deepers, but only Deepers. Liberators are exactly what you need to defend, and Kaozfate will defend at home.
Yeah, meanwhile, oh my god, Rio is going to lose his main mate.
Yeah, there's just not enough here. Finally, the Lurkers come back home. Finally, Ryu will be able to defend, but he has lost a lot. He is down in workers. To be fair, he didn't lose any bases, which is pretty important, but he lost his spawning pool.
He lost the spawning pool, mate. That's like the bases.
Yeah.
The bases for all the Sterling buildings. And do you know what the worst part, mate? Most of the medivacs survive.
Yeah. There just wasn't enough anti-air. I think Ryu's recognized that. He's like, you know what? I should probably get some Vipers. Parasitic Bomb is pretty good, not gonna lie. And Ryu is stabilizing. Like, it's so important that he was able to counterattack with those Lurkers. He forced Kaozfate back home, or to stay at home with his reinforcements. Otherwise, Kaozfate could have won then and there. He probably could have gone for like a killing blow.
Bye-bye fifth base, or at least the try now. This is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 base. No 6 base for you. Meanwhile, Lurkers making siege to another base of Kaozfate.
Oh yeah, gonna be denying a lot of mining there. Meanwhile, there are enough Lurkers, again, to defend against the frontal push. That's the thing, right? Like, Chaos has to try to outmaneuver. We saw that Ryu made a big mistake earlier when he was stuck on the low ground and he tried to push up the ramp into his own base. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. We'll see as the Niduses keep on coming.
Yeah, this is definitely what Rio needs to keep Kaozfate busy, mate, because Kaozfate has been going non-stop with the aggression this whole match, and finally, mate, Rio is going to go across the map to the other side.
He's had enough defending. Now it is time to attack. We have a couple of blinding clouds being thrown down, which will help. The Liberators got sniped immediately, and without Liberators, there is no clear counter to these Lurkers unless there's enough fire to overwhelm.
Now more 6 times for Kaozfate to defend here. Where is Kaozfate's army? Don't tell me this is all he has.
Oh god, he was split up. Again, he's got a couple of Liberators and tanks defending his fringe bases because of the Niduses. Like, he doesn't have everything on the front line.
What a tense situation now for Kaozfate, mate. Like, being the one on the defending side, this is probably not uncomfortable for him.
Yeah, like as a player who loves being the aggressor, like, I'm sure he's really uncomfortable right now. He's like, what's going on? Like, why am I on my side of the map right now? And finally, because Ryu can breathe, he's getting upgrades again. Like, he was stuck on 1-1 for a while. Now he's working on 3-3. Now he's got Vipers out. Hydra, Lurker, Viper, no Ling Bane. Bold move, but it's working.
It's working, mate. It's working. I think in part it's because Kaozfate made no tanks still.
Yeah.
You know, he also stopped doing Widowmine, so he's now basically just goes bio with Liberators.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, mate. I don't like it.
Yeah, like
because you're just a couple of Ravagers or one pull from the Vipers and they're done.
Well, the other thing is, from what we've seen, we just saw a bunch of Liberators and tanks sniped because they don't have any bio protecting them. They just have nothing protecting them. They're all on their own, and Kaozfate is being picked apart just like that. Ryu, he's maxed out. He's being able to deny the fringe bases, the fresh bases of Kaozfate. He's pushing on forward, and he's doing it. Like, again, there's just no more answer. The abducts have just been too good.
Yeah, he's doing it, mate. There's no answer for the Lurkers, and Ryu, I think, mate, Kaozfate is falling apart. I'm not sure if there's coming back from this.
Exactly. We saw how dominant Ryu was in the first 10-15 minutes of the game. But now, after Ryu was given enough time to get enough army out, to get it up and running, he is the one pushing in. And, oh god, the abducts are just insane. It's just every single time a Liberator rocks up, it just gets abducted.
Yeah, there's nothing to do here. Another base that Kaozfate has lost. This is the second one in a row. And look, this is a desperation move, mate. The fact that he picked all the medivacs with all the infantry that he had to try to drop it to the other side. This is like this is the last shot that Kaozfate has to do something.
Pretty much, mate. He's going for the Hail Mary play right now. What are we going to see here from these Vipers? Are we finally going to see some parasitic bombs? No, the gold base gets picked off. Well, like, Ryu doesn't care. So sure, fine, whatever.
And there we go. That drop does nothing. Meanwhile, Ryu, that time to destroy a tier base. And I think once TCC falls, there's nothing left for Kaozfate. He's gonna be in shambles.
Yeah, he just doesn't have a lot of mining happening anywhere else. He does have a base here towards the northern side of the map, but the planetary falls. We see another massive doom drop going into the main base, but we have Ling Bane on the chase.
Yeah, let's see how much damage can this infantry does, because Kaozfate need it. Oh, nice counter attack here in the Neo 6 base from Ryu. He's gonna destroy it along with the workers that are there, and Ryu is forced to come back.
Yeah, Ryu, he turns around. That Ling Bane is finally going to get into the main base. The main drop in the main should be dealt with, and the lurkers are here to deal with this bio. But Kaozfate, he killed 2 hatcheries. Not bad.
Yeah, now the thing is, mate, he needs to get out with his army because he's about to lose everything.
Everything here at the third goes down. The drop in the main did kill 2 hatcheries, but there's just not a lot left, mate. Yeah. Oh god.
And there we go. The last of the infantry is going to be cleaned up.
Yeah, only a handful of Marines and Marauders left remaining here. The medevacs are all out of energy. We do have another push that's coming in, though. The supplies are getting pretty even. Ryu, like, losing all these bases means that he cannot spend his money. He has a big bank, but he lost his hatcheries.
Oh my god, are you telling me that Kaozfate is gonna be able to do the comeback?
Maybe, I don't know.
This is a very, very close game, mate. I was not expecting this when I signed up for this.
Oh god, exactly. Like, Kaozfate, he's making it happen. What's important to note is that he doesn't have an economy behind this. This is gonna be really his last army to work with. But if Ryu is able to get some hatcheries up and running and get some larva, then he will be able to spend his money. And the longer this goes on, I feel like the better it's gonna be for Ryu.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely, because on the other side of the map, Kaozfate is not trying to rebuild his bases. He's just basically flying in whatever buildings he has left to new bases to see if it works. The big fight is happening here in the middle of the map. Is Kaozfate gonna have enough to break this? And the answer is no, he doesn't.
Oh god, he traded as best he could. He sniped every single Viper. Problem is that the Vipers still got their abducts off anyway. They killed all of the Liberators, and the lurkers are leapfrogging their way forward. Ay. Ryu finally once again taking a massive supply lead.
Yeah, 105 versus 165 for Ryu. The worker count is 30 workers ahead for Ryu as well. So nice try. He got a couple off guard, but there's still a lot of lurkers left. And what does Kaozfate has to deal with them? We have 2 Liberators and 1 tank. Oh no, those SCVs!
Oh god, we didn't want to see the massacre, but 15 SCVs got taken out.
That's okay, mate, that's okay. You will have your channel banned if you probably show that.
It's true. Oh god. But yeah, as you were saying, like, Kaozfate, like, he's just lifting CCs, he's just trying to expand, take whatever he can. Shout out to Kaozfate for his resilience. He's, you know, he always fights to the last. Finally, he gets ghosts, but it's too late at this point. Ghosts are a great counter to lurkers, but 23 minutes into the game, like, I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, it's not gonna be enough. There's not enough medivats here to heal all this infantry, and Kaozfate loses the fight and the game. GG.
Oh my gosh. Ryu was, mate, the first 15 minutes were rough for the Zerg, let's be real. Remember when Kaozfate got into the main base and was killing everything and sniped the spawning pool? Like, up until that point, Kaozfate was in full control of that game.
It happens, mate, it happens. Kaozfate had it and he let it go.
Yeah.
Because he didn't babysit his tanks, made more tanks.
He was losing a lot of his high-tech units. We saw the transition at the end, and I think Kaozfate realized it at the end, but it was too late. Ghosts Ghost Lib are great against lurkers. Snipes are so good. Like it's ideal if you get them both working together. Or you know, tank Lib as well. But you know, we I don't think he ever had more than 2 tanks at a time, mate. I don't.
I think I saw 3.
maybe.
And he lost 1 immediately.
Oh god. Yeah,
but yeah, that was a nice defense by Rio. He didn't lose his cool in any moment.
Yeah, very impressive. I know a lot of Zerg players would crumble under the pressure just because of how abusive the Terran player was, and how in his face, and we had drops all over the place, and mineral lions were falling left and right, and Rio was panicking to try and like split up his army and defend everywhere. But once things started to settle and calm down, we saw how out of control he can get. And that's why Kaozfate has got to stop that from happening. It's got to keep the pressure up. Keep it on. Oh my god.
Yeah. Meanwhile, mate, we have the result for the last match of the round of 8. And mate, the last of my Terran boys is dead.
GG. We got the results. The Zerg Lord 2-0'd Tavo and Jim Rising 2-0'd Shelby.
GG, mate. GG. Sir, too strong, mate. The only Terran that advanced to the semifinals beat another Terran in the round of 8.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit sad. I would have loved to have seen this series here to have been our finals. A best of 5 between Rio and Kaozfate would have been insane. It would have been beautiful, but we only get a best of 3 here. It does mean that we have at least one Zerg player already confirmed in the finals. Who will face them? Is it going to be a ZvZ? Oh boy.
Probably gonna be. But yeah, map number 2 is done. It is now on countdown. It's going to be Hardwire LE Light. What do you think about this map for a Zerg player?
Oh boy. I mean, it is smaller compared to Pride of Altaris, so I do think that Kaozfate's pushes are going to be a little bit stronger. But yeah, it's going to be about whether he can stop that late game mass lurker style from Ryu. Can he do it?
We'll see, mate. The map is here, and here we are. Welcome everyone to map number 2 in this best of 3 series. And spawning here, the red Zerg player, the Peruvian Zerg player for the CranKy Ducklings. This is Ryu.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the Peruvian Terran, the best Terran in all of Peru, representing Eximius Gaming. It is Kaozfate.
So, mate, you remember what was the team's name? The Bad?
Yes.
You know how for the pandemic they changed his logo to have a face mask?
Yes.
No. Look at Ryu's base. Okay, look at that logo. Why no face mask, mate? Why are you not promoting health and safety regulations in the world?
We should. We need an artist. We need a good artist to add a face mask. I think it would look good. Oh god, that was the best thing about the Bad. That was the best thing.
I don't know, mate. The players were pretty good as well.
They were okay.
Wasn't the Zerglord in the Bad?
He was. Yeah. R.I.P. the Bad Clan. I think the clan still exists, but yeah, they were kind of, the players were absorbed by like Amantis and stuff like that. But yeah, here we go. We're diving into game number 2, and what I will say is that Kaozfate didn't disappoint in game 1. Like, that was tense, that was close, he was relentless, he was insane. You know, there's a reason why we love watching him. He's a great player.
Yes, he definitely knows how to bring a show in the TvZ.
Can he win though?
Maybe. I mean, I mean, he almost got it in game number 1. He just slipped through his fingers because while he was he brought a hammer to bring down a wall. He always hit the same spot in the wall, mate.
Yeah.
Like you need to break the foundations first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Like there were some times where it looked like he was maybe a little bit too stubborn with like where he was pushing, where he should have been maybe a little bit more flexible with how he was maneuvering his army. Maybe you could argue the same thing about like his army composition as well and the way that he was transitioning. What I will say is that I like this opener a lot more because this time he's not going for a Hellbat push, and we saw that the Hellbat push didn't really do anything last game.
Oh my god, finally. Kaozfate is going to do this game what I wanted him to do the previous game. Faster CC, man.
Yeah.
we would know how good is Kaozfate once he managed to get that tier CC, and the faster the better. Exactly. And Ryu this game, he doesn't see it. He's not aware of it. He's finally going to be aware of it, and he's like, oh shit, I should go for roaches.
Exactly. We're going to be seeing a much more macro-oriented Kaozfate. Not going to be as gimmicky early on with Hellbats and Banshees, which means that he's going to be he's going to have a lot more resources for his bio tank push when it finally does come out, along with his upgrades. So, yeah, a very different kind of Terran. Now, the question is, will he keep his tanks alive?
Well, the question is, how many is he going to build in the first place?
True.
Because we would know the answer to the fifth question is no, he's not.
Yeah, true. Oh, God. I'm shaking my head, Kaozfate, shaking my head.
Yeah. By the way, I love this by Kaozfate. This is something that I wish more Terran players did more often. One Viking. One Viking, go and snipe, go crazy and snipe all the overlords.
Yeah. Deny all the vision, right? After you kill all the overlords, you can even be cheeky and like land the Viking in a mineral line or something crazy like that. There is a lot of usefulness with that first Viking, especially when you're up against Ryu. He's always about like those overlord or overseer scouts.
Nice try, Serling. For 1 second, I thought there was a hole in that wall.
Yeah, over here. It's like... Oh, God. Thankfully, the wall was a wall, so Kaozfate is perfectly fine. He already lands his third CC. It's up and running. We're working on E-base for double upgrades, so he's just working nicely towards it. And meanwhile, so is Ryu. That's like arguably maybe the downside of this build for Kaozfate is because it's so economic focused, Ryu is going to have a lot of room and freedom to spread that creep.
Yes, and we see it already. The 4 base is being planted, the creep is going across the map, he's already got a lair on the way, and so far I don't think Ryu has lost any workers, right?
Yeah. Nothing really lost, nothing significant lost from either side. Finally, we have a Liberator rocking up, going to be dealing some harass. It's going to pull away the attention. At the same time, Hellions are going to try and slip in.
Yeah, but Ryu is ready. The Queens are here, the Zerlings are here. Only one worker killed so far. So yeah, Ryu covering all his bases, literally.
Oh yeah. Not covering his overlords as the Viking gets another overlord kill. And thankfully, Kaozfate does keep his Liberator alive. He didn't just throw it away, so at any moment he could come back in.
Yeah, finally the first Marines are coming here for Kaozfate. No medivacs yet, so these Marines are very, very fragile. But let's see what he does. I think he just went to clean up green with this.
Yeah. Oh my god, some free overlords as well.
Oh my god. These Zerlings just melted, mate, under the fire of those Hellions, mate. And now the Marines, there's very few roaches, nothing here that can fight this, mate. And now it's only Queens, and we won't know who wins this fight.
Yeah, only Queens and roaches. No Ling Bane at all. Ryu is gonna try and rely on nothing but roaches to defend. Thankfully, there's no medevac, so eventually Ryu will clean this up.
Yeah. At the end of the day, this was not critical damage, but it definitely did a lot more damage than I was expecting. I was just, oh, okay, maybe kill an overlord, maybe kill, clean some creeps, something like that. But no, mate, he killed 7 workers, he killed a bunch of zerlings, a bunch of roaches. He left that actually half dead.
And this is scary because this is now the launch pad for Kaozfate. There's not a lot of creep here. If he is able to get his tanks close enough, he will be able to kill this 4th base if Ryu isn't careful.
And there we go. Kaozfate is coming. He has 2 tanks, mate. 2.
Oh, that's double the amount he had last time. Immediately, though, one of them is going to get bowed down.
Yeah, there we go. No, I feel a little sad that it only requires 3 bites to kill 1 tank. like, don't you give me a 4th? At least.
Oh my god, feels bad, man. I mean, that tank, it looks like it survives a little bit longer. It will finally get picked off, but the roaches, the buffer for the roaches have gone, but the queens are going to be able to rock up, and Ryu will be able to defend.
Yeah, Ryu managed to defend. Unfortunately, there was not as many marines as probably Kaozfate wanted. Otherwise, it could have gone very differently. And yeah, Ryu, he's not stopping. He has already 75 workers. He doesn't need any more, so he's going roaches all in the rest of the day.
Yes, exactly. He's even getting borrowed tunneling claws even, so he can counterattack with those roaches. And this is a really bold move. He did this against, oh god, who was it? I think it was against, not GNG. He did this against Soldier, where he goes for a mass roach, he counterattacks, he keeps the Terran at home, and as that is happening, he takes up to lurkers.
Yeah, and I think this is what he wants to do now. The roaches are moving across the map. Ryu saw the medivacs, and Kaozfate is not stopping. There you go, 3 medivacs full of marines. There is some Zerling bailing here to stop it, but not much. If Kaozfate managed to maybe drop the marines one at a time, he will be able to deal with it. But meanwhile, mate, Ryu is coming in with Border Roaches, and there is nothing to see them.
Yeah, they're going to every single base. The drop does it. Oh, he drops on top of the bailings.
Oh no, he was not paying attention, mate. He needed to do it one by one.
Meanwhile, we have a couple of Liberator harassment. It looks like it will be dealt with. Some drones are going down, and Ryu did all army hotkey back home. So the borrowed roaches actually turned around. So a little bit of a mistake there from Ryu. He could have had his roaches in position already.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Ryu, but still the roaches are in position. The roaches in the main base and in the neutral base, they enter, and they go unscathed, and there's nothing here to defend. Kaozfate gonna return. Yeah, Kaozfate gonna return. He's not gonna go all in with all his units.
Yeah, he turns around, and this is buying a lot of time for that hive to finish up.
Yeah, definitely. Only 8 workers killed so far. I was actually expecting more. And there we go, 13, 15. Oh my god, everything is dying now for Kaozfate. It went for it's okay to, oh my god, he's about to lose the game.
It's okay, he's dead. Oh god. The roaches, all it takes is 2 roaches here at the 4th base and 5 in the main. 26 SCVs went down. And there's the lurker den. Again, all of that was a massive distraction. Ryu wanted to get rid of all those roaches. Roaches, you don't want them as the game goes on. What you want is Ling Bane and lurkers. Kaozfate, there's a window here. Maybe he can counterattack. The role of these roaches are to keep this army at home.
Yeah. I'm very afraid for Kaozfate, mate. If that was a distraction and he lost 26 workers, I'm afraid of what main attack is going to do.
Well, you say that, honestly, Kaozfate can win the game right now. Like, Lurker Den only just finished. The Lurkers aren't ready. Like, Kaozfate just has to keep on going. Roaches are going to counterattack, but Kaozfate, he cannot turn around.
Yeah, this is going to be basically an all-in from Kaozfate part, and if he's able to do it, he probably. Oh no! Oh, the Bailings finish morphing in the face of Kaozfate, and he's going to lose the bio that he has. Come on!
The lurkers just finish in the face of Kaozfate as well, and they are able to survive. So do Ling Bane. Is it going to be enough? Again, there's still 1 lurker here.
The split are good for Kaozfate. He's still in the game. Meanwhile, at home, he has cleaned already the roaches from Ryu, so he's not losing anything more at home. And mate, this is again a very tense, a very equal game for both players.
Very tense, but Kaozfate is, I mean, he lost a lot of workers and he hasn't rebuilt it. The roaches are still attacking across the map as well. They're still harassing. They're still keeping the reinforcements. They turn around to deal with them.
Finally, the last of the roaches fell. No, okay, not the last of the roaches. There's still a few more in the natural base. And meanwhile, Kaozfate is going in. Another small push here. Yeah. Again, he cannot break this, mate. He needs to go around.
Yeah, and the longer that goes on, I don't know if you saw 5 more lurkers just finished up. Ryu, he has now survived long enough. He accomplished his goal. He has lurkers. And now I don't think Kaozfate can kill him unless he goes around, as you were saying. He needs to deny some of these other bases.
Yeah, he needs to, but I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure if he's going to do it. Another tank that went down. What does Kaozfate has with this army apart from Bio? How many Widow Mines are there? Let me quickly count. We have 5. 5 Widow Mines, which, okay, those are good, mate, but I'm not sure if those are like, I'm going to win the game good.
Yeah, I don't know if that is either. Meanwhile, we have 1 lurker harassing this entire base, dealing a lot of damage. Oh, he's going for a massive doom drop into the main.
Oh, this is huge. Ryu is not going to see it, and he's going for a double prong attack with this Kaozfate. Kaozfate this, and let's see how much damage he can do. Now, this is only Bio. There's nothing here that can do area damage. So Ryu engages with lurkers and Baneys, he can easily clean this.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Kaozfate also wants to hit some of the fresh bases as well. We'll see how he can do. Meanwhile, a blinding cloud thrown down, not a parasitic bomb. I don't know if that was the best move here for Ryu. It's gonna take that much longer to clean this up. Oh.
Man, both players with the brutal traits here, and oh my god, the other bases of Ryu were completely undefended. Oh my god, he walked straight into 2 lurkers and everything disappears.
That was a strong force. If there was a scan, I feel like 100% he would have been able to kill these lurkers and keep on going, but it just wasn't there. Meanwhile, the doom drop loads up and Ryu, he defends.
Yeah, I mean, you managed to defend, but still, mate, these both players are very equal at the moment. 68 workers for Ryu, 61 for Kaozfate. Oh, okay, there were MP medivacs. For 1 second, I was really worried, but no, the real medivacs are here, mate, and they have unloaded in the main base of Ryu, which he was not expecting at all.
The lurker in, get the lurker in, Buffy, get it. He turns around, he's gonna focus it down. Oh my god, he's doing it. He could even get the hive at the same time. We have another push, and this time he scans.
Yeah, this time he scans. There is nothing here to defend. Oh my god, mate, is Kaozfate gonna do it?
He will get this base here on the right-hand side. The army in the main hasn't been dealt with either, and Ryu, he doesn't know what to do. His army, he's kind of stuck in between. Looks like he's decided to defend on the right-hand side of the map, but these lurkers are exposed.
Another lurkers. Yeah, all 4 lurkers fall immediately, mate, and I think this was the last lurker that Ryu has. There's still 2 left. Where are they?
Here, over on the right-hand side of the map, not really taking part in any of the fights. Kaozfate is tearing Ryu apart. Ryu just lost his main base and his 4th base. He lost his hive as well and the lurker den.
Yeah, this is very costly. And another base that Kaozfate snipes, and mate, now it is Kaozfate who is pulling Ryu apart this game. You know, I love it. I don't know if it was intentional or not, to bait the army with the 3 empty medivacs.
Yeah. I want to believe I want to believe.
I mean, I want to believe it was a happy accident.
Now Kaozfate, he is maxed out. He is ready to just go. He's got +3 attack, +2 armor. I don't think there's a way for Ryu to really defend. He's got 4 lurkers on the way and vipers, which are great if he had them all ready, but he doesn't have them ready for this. The army is going to stim on forward, and I don't know if Ryu can survive this.
We're about to find out. Here we go. The big fight is happening here. The lurkers are now getting in position. Finally, there are 6 of them. And nice blinding clouds by the vipers, but there's still a lot of bio that they can just walk around the lurkers and kill the rest of the army meanwhile. And that is it. That is GG, and Kaozfate ties up the series 1-1.
GG, well played. Kaozfate fights back here in a very close game, being able to drop all over the place, multi-prong, pull Ryu apart, and we have our ace match.
That was exciting, mate. That was exciting to watch. I feel as if Kaozfate and Ryu's roles well reversed from what we saw in game number 1.
Yeah. I mean, mate, there's a reason why I wanted this to be I wanted a best of 5 here for these guys. You know, they're very.
You can always do a show match. You know? Best of 69. Let's go.
Let's go.
No, $1 for each map won.
Jesus Christ. Oh god. But yeah, these two are some of the best that Latin America have to offer for their respective races. It makes sense that we're going to the ace match. We deserve to have a game 3 for these two players. For the players, for the casters, for the viewers. We need to see how this story ends.
I love how you say viewers until the end, mate, when they're probably the most important ones.
Oh god.
Yeah, map is loading. 2000 atmospheres is going to be the final map of this series. It's okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is like the most quote-unquote neutral map of the map pool for this matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Welcome everyone to 2000 atmospheres, the last map of the series. And Spawning here, playing for the CranKy Ducklings, coming all the way from Italy. This is Ryu.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of 2000 atmospheres LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player, the best Terran in all of Peru, representing Eximius Gaming. We have the Latin American beyond himself. It is Kaozfate.
Now tell me, Light, what do you want to see? Do you want to see the Kaozfate that played in game number 1 with a quick aggression? Or do you want to see the Kaozfate that we saw in game number 2 where he went for the fast tier expansion?
Yeah, I want the fast third CC, mate. I want to see him go for a very similar style. Want him to go for that macro game. Especially because of this map, right? Like, as you were saying, it's very neutral. It is, like, medium size, medium to large size. Like, Hellbat pushes aren't going to work here. Let's be real.
By the way, Funara Fernando in the chat because he's anti-human. How dare he?
Go Ryu, make the humans go extinct. I mean, it makes sense. Fernando, he's anti-human. He's a Protoss enjoyer. If you remember, he's the biggest Paco Mike fan. So if there's no Protoss, it's got to be the Zerg, right?
No, this alien lover here.
Oh god.
Look, Fernando says he doubled the price for the show match of 69 maps.
Oh my god.
No, $2 for each map one, mate. $2.
Oh my god. It's crazy. I don't know if I would do that to Ryu right now. Like, shout out to Ryu. He stays up really late to play in these Latin American tournaments every week. I don't know if I would force him to stay up even later for a best of 69. That's torture, mate. That's.
I mean, mate. I'm not saying we have to do it right now, and I'm not saying we have to do it in one go. No, we can do it in sessions. You know, like 20 maps a day or something like that.
Oh god. Aye. Maybe we'll think about it. We'll think of the 69 series, mate. Oh god.
Yeah, meanwhile, Kaozfate just exploring with his Reaper. He managed to kill one Zerling, and the Reaper survived, which is the important part.
Oh,
no.
He's had enough, mate. Kaozfate, he's like, it's the pinche Terran, mate. He's making me go to my last form. He is going for a hidden, very fast Roach Warren.
I hate when Zergs do this. Because, mate, even when you're ready, you know they're going to do some damage.
Yeah.
You know you're going to lose some SCVs.
And this is best case scenario for Ryu. It's a third CC opener. It's very economic based opener, so there isn't going to be as much on the ground to defend. There isn't going to be a Banshee or anything like that, especially because it's actually a third CC before Rax, not Starport, so he's delaying his medevacs and Banshees even further.
Yeah, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt, especially because, look, Ryu is covering all his bases. The Reaper is going to have a hard time entering the bases of Ryu, and he's not gonna see it coming until it's gonna be too late.
Yeah. And again, this isn't necessarily going to end the game, but it's gonna deal damage. Like, there's no tank, there's no way to really defend the natural base. So Ryu's ideally going to go to the natural, kill all the workers, and force the lift up of the natural. As the roaches are coming across the map and they get scouted.
Yes, Kaozfate sees it and he's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know? Now remember, Kaozfate is like Usain Bolt, okay? He's like the fastest man in the world. So what you do as Ryu, you break his legs, okay?
Exactly.
And there we go, problem solved.
Problem solved, mate. I don't know if I like this. He's actually going for a bunker. Very bold move. Can he hold on to the bunker as the bios are connecting?
He's killing the SCV, so kill the SCV that was building the bunker. There we go. Oh my god, the Marines only. Oh my god, 2 Marines left, 1 Marine left.
2 Marines remaining here. Workers are dying. It looks like the bunker even goes down.
Oh no, this is a disaster, mate. He's gonna lose everything. There are currently no Marines in the map. There are no workers in the natural, mate. Is Ryu gonna win here?
This is the army. 3 Marines, mate. We got 3 amigos here trying to hold on, and the production is under threat.
Oh no, the Steam!
He biles it.
No, Steam is denied, and he's killing even more SCVs behind this, mate. Oh no.
Kaozfate didn't get into the main base with his Reaper. He did not scout this, as you said, until it was too late. And unluckily for Kaozfate, he was being very greedy with his build. 3rd CC, and he delayed his starport even further, going for another Rax. No tank, no nothing, just Marines and Hellions.
Yeah, finally, Kaozfate is gonna clean this. But at what cost, mate? At what cost? He only has 21 workers left against the 50 of Ryu.
Yeah.
And 4 bases. Oh no.
And this is where the depot even burns down. See, the Copium
even the depot is like I'm out of here, mate.
I'm out, mate. I'll see you next week, mate. The Copium would be, it's okay, you know, Stim is done, we can counterattack with like a drop. No,
there we go. GG's. Ryu takes the series, and I hope you're happy, mate. I hope you're happy because you have a monster in your ranks.
I do, mate. I have a monster and I'm proud of it, mate. He takes down Kaozfate. We had game 1 and game 2. They were beautiful long macro games, back and forth dynamic. But then Ryu shows the other side of StarCraft. The cheesy side of StarCraft, of Latino America, and you gotta be good against both. Kaozfate, you gotta be good against both. Oh. GG.
GG. And with that, mate, the last turn of the tournament is out.
I know, and it feels bad, man. Feels bad. What I will say is that this was a very entertaining series, and Kaozfate is an amazing player. I wish we could have gotten more out of him. Obviously, I don't wish that he beat our boy. Obviously, I'm cheering for Ryu, but that's why, like, it would have been great to have seen a finals with him. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. But Ryu gets his revenge. I don't know if you remember, but last time they played, Kaozfate 2-0'd Ryu. So, I mean, he's able to fight back.